that this is inauguration? He didn't invite any African leader.
Hello guys, welcome once again to Ntîãl TV. Now the world is still reeling from the shocking developments. Donald Trump, known for his democratic and often polarizing moves, invited just one African leader to his inauguration. Not a single African president except Peter Obi. But wait, it gets more even intriguing, as Peter Obi, Nigeria's Labour Party presidential candidate, didn't attend. Instead, he sent a representative while prioritizing something far more critical: visiting disaster victims in Nigeria. This decision has sparked a whirlwind of reactions and raised serious questions about leadership, compassion, and political priorities. Yes, first, let's address the elephant in the room. Why Peter Obi? Why did Trump, who has historically snubbed African leaders, extend his hand to Peter Obi? Some say it's because the APC government allegedly pitched Peter Obi to Trump as the Donald Trump of Nigeria, a disruptor, an outsider, a game changer. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more surprising, Peter Obi decides not to attend. Instead of seizing the spotlight, he sends a representative and chooses to be on the grounds with his people during their time of need. Now, this move has cast a long shadow over Nigeria's political scene, particularly on President Tinubu. Reports suggest Tinubu never visited the disaster victims, something Nigerians are finding hard to ignore. On one side, you have Peter Obi walking among the people, showing empathy and action. On the other hand, there is Tinubu, whose absence in the crisis speaks volume to many. This stark contrast has fueled debates about what leadership truly means. I'd like us to jump right into how BVI Channel 1 put it that has sparked reactions on the internet. But please, don't go anywhere because I'll be coming back to give you my thoughts about it.
Viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again on this platform where we tell you undiluted truth. We are still following the trend, the global trend, especially as it concerns Donald Trump, the latest 47th president of the United States. His comeback came with a bang, and it is hitting hard. As some people are asking, why is it that this is inauguration? He didn't invite any African leader. But one man stood out, the invitation of Peter Obi. People are still wondering, how come APC wasn't invited? How come Labour Party, the invitation letter wasn't addressed through Labour Party to their presidential, it was addressed directly to the man they can trust. And don't forget, it was even APC that sold Peter Obi to Trump when they came up with this headline through their media cronies that Peter Obi is the version of Trump in Nigeria. I believe it will be come 2027. And they are now regretting it. But the truth of the matter is that Peter Obi was even invited, but he didn't attend because of some pertinent national issue. In fact, Peter Obi is more presidential than even the man in Atorok.
Mr. Peter Obi arrives Diko town alongside some of his aides following the tanker explosion that claimed over 95 lives. His first stop is the health center that received victims from the first responders. He makes a stop at the graveside where most of the victims who were burnt beyond recognition were buried. Prayers are offered for the repose of their souls. He also makes a stop at the palace of the village head to commiserate with him. Mr. Obi is emphatic about what he calls the root cause of the disaster.
We have to also look on the way we must care for the poor people in our communities. Because this is why will anybody want to be scoped or be involved when he sees a tanker of of fuel is poverty. So we must go to the root cause of all this that is happening across the nation. We also need to visit them at this hour of need. So that's why I'm here to see how we can support the bereaved families and even see how we can support the community itself to be able to empower women and youth to start doing something.
He also visits the markets where several shops were affected by the disaster.
It is good that NEMA and all other organizations are giving them relief material of feeding items, but that is not replacing their business. We need to replace their business quickly because they can't live for a relief all over. Other one will happen as long as this road remains like this. First is the federal government, this is the federal road. I'm sure it doesn't belong to Niger State. So they should attend to it as quickly as possible.
If there is any disaster anywhere, it is even P2B that you see going about every. And some people are wondering if this man is actually the president. You will not see Tinubu go to all these disasters that is damaging Nigeria up and down. But it was P2B that left the inauguration of Trump to attend to these matters. The people that were roasted to death in the north through the tanker explosion. All because of bad governance, all because of hunger. People are doing everything, taking all manner of risks to survive. The man said and sent a representative, the caretaker committee, to go and represent him in that inauguration. Does that ring a bell? Does that tell you something that is cooking behind the scene? The Aso Rock is shitting. When I made that post, some people say the headline is misleading. Let me see how Tinubu will go to Trump to help him bring him back into 2027. Oh yes, we are all clear about what happened in Nigeria. But because of the Democrats, we are the ones in power who brought APC even in the first instance and imposed them on Nigeria in 2015. They kept mute. They even congratulated that impunity and charade of an election that produced Tinubu as the president. Let me see who is going to congratulate him and help him come back again.
You've seen it for yourself. Now, back home, Nigerians are buzzing with reactions, theories, and even conspiracies. Some are applauding Peter Obi for his statesmanship, calling him more presidential than the man sitting in Aso Rock. Others are diving into the rumor, wondering if APC government orchestrated this, pitching Peter Obi to Trump as a parallel of his own style, an unconventional leader for unconventional times. Social media is ablaze with Nigerians asking, is this genuine recognition of Peter Obi's character or a political chess move? This story isn't just about two politicians, it's about the broader message African leaders send to their people and the world. When disaster strikes, where should a leader be? Peter Obi's action, whether calculated or sincere, are being seen as a wake-up call. Meanwhile, Tinubu's silence on the matter has only added fuel to the fire. In a world where perception is power, Obi's decision to prioritize the sufferings of ordinary Nigerians may have just redefined what it means to lead. So the question remains, who is the real leader here? The man who sees the global stage, or the one who stood by his people? As the debate rages on, one thing is certain. This moment has exposed the stark realities of leadership in Africa. What's your take? Do well to drop your thoughts in the comment section and let's keep the conversation going. This is not just Nigeria's story, it's a lesson for the world. Many thanks indeed to all our viewers and returning subscribers. We truly don't take it lightly. Please intentionally do well to touch the like button as a means of courtesy for the good work we do to keep you continually posted, so that this video can be recommended for more people to get to see. See you on our next video. Bye for now.